Konnichiwa everybody, it's Ford, and it's time for more Hajime no Ippo. This time I'm watching it with the intro and the outro. I managed to watch it without it last episode. But anyways, I'll do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, it's upbeat, with that heavy guitar. I do love that. Very uplifting. Alright, that's enough of the screen, just to see if you're synced up or not. Oh, I guess I should show it after the intro. Because sometimes they post the episodes to YouTube or whatever without the intro, of course. You didn't get the food. It's not gonna be an easy road. His dream, huh? Ippo. Right, he does get an older sensei, it look like, or coach. Or maybe it's just gonna be the same guy, but in the future. Man, look at this slow motion 360 shots. Pretty awesome intro. Right, I'll turn it on for a little bit. Alright, that should be good enough. You can pull it off, I think. Round 2, fruits of labor. I mean, it doesn't sound that difficult. It's kind of a weird task, though. What does it really have to do with boxing, huh? You have 1 week to grab a handful of leaves. You got one. Look, they're falling so slowly. Oh, without dropping it like that, is that... I don't know, it doesn't sound that difficult. If you ask me. Just keep them all in one hand and grab with the other, maybe? The tree is gonna run out of leaves. Oh. Yes, time to go all the way back home. Guess it wasn't that far away. Kind of looks like he's preparing for something. Oh, he's gonna get in trouble. I was also always fiddling with my pens, spinning them around and stuff. The hard training begins late at night. Is this technique gonna come in handy for a fight later on? Wax on, wax off, huh? Oh, this is a montage. It's not quite as catchy as Scared the Best Around, though, or Eye of the Tiger. Right. Grabbing a leaf in class. Oh, was it a week or was it a month that he had? Meanwhile, the other students are having fun. He comes back to that one tree, huh? Is his skills improving? Don't stop. He's gone. He's busy. Don't have time for your shenanigans. This kid is dedicated, yo. And that's when he finally got 2 in 1. And he needs like 8 more. I thought he at least had done that. I guess not. Is he really going to be able to make it? Oh, did he miss it? She's such a nice mom, though. I'm sure she won't be too mad. Oh, makes you happy. Yeah, there you go. Oh. Letting him off the hook. He is pouring his heart into it. Everything, that is. That's pretty good progress. Oh, the time limit is up. It's gonna stay there until then, huh? The coach is gonna be all like, you trained this hard? You have more willpower than anybody I've seen, etc. Even though he's not, grabbing 10 leaves. Maybe he tricked him. Maybe he didn't grab 10 leaves. You just gotta make that sound. That's the trick. I need that sound. lightly. Ooh, that sounded like the sound. I don't know, it looks pretty buff, huh? Now he's gonna do it. He was putting way too much power into his punches. You want to punch hard in boxing though, don't you? Unless you're throwing a feint. Oh, did he forget about it? Oh, yes, just yesterday. Don't worry about it. Can you catch 20? All of a sudden. I can only do it once, of course. Oh, he's gonna totally wreck phase. Going to catch all of them, maybe? No. This music. Something epic is about to happen, huh? That stance. Cliffhanger before the commercial. And I love that riff for the pause screen. Reminds me of Trigun, I guess, these music choice. 8, 9, 10, 11. Was it? I thought that was more than 10, wasn't it? At least 10, so. With one hand. Wasn't he able to use both hands? He looks kind of stunned. Congrats. He thought it was impossible. He looks dumbfounded. I guess I'll train you. Is that how you're supposed to do it? In boxing? In real life? Yeah, both hands. And that's not... Oh, is that his dominant hand? Consecutive jabs. He's having too much fun, yo. You're gonna kill your sensei. Well. It reminds me of Rock Lee and Naruto, actually. Training day and night. And his coach is a bit goofy, maybe. Or is this gonna be his next one? He has an interesting hairstyle. Oh, are they gonna use like real world fighters? I wonder. I guess you would have to get permission to use their likeness and stuff. Oosh. You best remember the name. Huh? He's gonna become greater than any of you? Surely. There is 3 seasons after all, at least, right? And only this one has over 50 episodes. Is he too wimpy looking for the old man? Dragging him with the cane. Oh, I got too excited. Of course, they gotta do it like this. Make the old guy not believe in him at all. Only making it so much greater when he wins. He doesn't seem like a typical boxer, huh? Oh, he's gonna fight the old man. Does he fight? Oh, you wanted to discourage him a bit. I'm sure he's gonna do well. He still hasn't heard that word before. That face. It's just some training. Wouldn't he be excited? Sounds like fun, doesn't it? It's not like they're seriously gonna hurt him or whatever. This is what you wanted. Ish. My boy's nervous. Did he even have somebody in his weight class? His first opponent. He looks a bit older, maybe. It's got that mysterious music. No, he's the same age. Oh, he's actually really good. He's like the best guy in this gym. Trained by his father, a pro boxer. Damn. Yeah, he found the best one to fight him. Just pretend that his face is made of leaves. Huh. That's the spirit. Oh, it's gonna end before for the fight, maybe. They got some cool ass music in this show. I mean, Madhouse never disappoints with that, of course. Hey, that was unnecessary. Way to give him a disadvantage. He'll know what it feels like in a second. Oh no, we're starting. He looks terrified. Is he gonna have his first badass moment? I guess he had it before in the catching of the leaves. What was that about turtling? His mouth is just agape. They're just training. He's just taking the hits. Is he really an amateur? Of course he is. Yep. He looks pretty amateurish. Damn, that looks like it hurts. One knockout. Two punch man. I mean, it's not so different from getting beat up by bullies, is it? The end. Is he wearing his shirt backwards? On a different level, huh? Oh yeah, the outro. Alright, I like that episode a bit more. Who's this guy? Flower shop. This outro is so loud though. Yeah, mainly because Ippo, we got to see him train. Like a montage. And then be a bit badass. I'm sure he'll be plenty badass later. Maybe it looks so serious in this outro. Oh, it's like stopped. I feel like that. Did I cut it short? Did I get like a bad episode? Because the song didn't completely end. Anyways, that was an interesting outro, I guess. Was it a shot of everybody from the gym there in the end shot? Because they all had the same exact gloves, right? I mean, they don't all wear the same gloves in boxing, do they? Japanese standard. Anyways, that was another enjoyable episode for sure. I think I'm enjoying it more than Ashitano Joe. I did only watch 3 episodes, or was it 4? I forget. I mean, it's way more difficult to watch Ashitano Joe because, mainly the sound is just so low quality because it's so super old. Like early 60s, I think it was. And they're never made like a better version or whatever. Or I guess it wasn't possible with the way the sound was mixed or whatever. Right. I guess they could have redubbed it maybe. But yeah, it sounds promising enough for this show, right? I'm enjoying it. Because when people mention some of their favorite anime, they would often pair Monster and Ashitano Joe and also Hajime no Ippo together. I mean, they would have both of the. They would have one of the boxing, and also some others I've seen, and I do think Monster is really great. And yeah, sports anime as well. I didn't mention that, but I have been loving more and more the sports anime that I have been watching, Haiku, which I did react entirely to, and I will react to the new season or whatever OVA series that comes out this year, I think. They have announced it or whatever. And also one else. What else did I watch? I forget. I watch so much anime, I guess. So many different shows. But yeah, like a serious sports anime. Maybe you get a bit of mind games, but it seems more like an emotional trip. And Ippo is very lovable as a main character, I think. Right. Gutsy and happy but not dumb. Like, in these kind of shows, they do tend to make the main character a bit dumb when he's a good fighter and a good person, like Goku and all of those guys. But Ippo seems like a normal student, beyond being, possibly a genius or whatever at boxing, surely, right? Anyways, if you enjoyed my reaction, I suggest you subscribe, and as always, there's early access available on Patreon, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace.